Shabbat Shalom to all of you. Now we go to the third portion of the book of Devarim, Deuteronomy. Also, we are in the second week of the Nachamun. Comfort my people. This is the preparation for the high holidays. Then we are going to start 7 weeks of preparation, 3 weeks of comfort, and then 7 weeks more, until we have Rosh Hashanah, Yom HaKippurim, and Sukkot, the ending of the year. One of the things that here is Devarim is put in this time in order to remind us and maybe to prepare ourselves. And it's important to understand certain things in the scripture. My desire these last years has been to bring you back to the principles of the Torah. You know, I have a slogan that basically I say no to religion, yes to the Creator, to the Borei Olam. And as you have heard me many times repeating to you over and over again, is that every religion is man-made. Every religion is man-made, and we can describe it in many ways, but it's a result of a man to trying to respond to the Creator or to the God that they imagine or they create themselves. But the Creator gave us a basic, what I call it, a basic constitution. And this basic constitution was the 10 sayings, or the 10 commandments, or the 10 words, however we want to translate it. And this is the basic for everything. And in this portion at the beginning, I called the attention last week to many of you that Moshe Rabbeinu is specifically talking about these 10 sayings. Because we had a tendency to read the word mitzvot, hukim, and mishpatim as the Teriag. The Teriag is what our sages has defined it when they trying to put together all the commandments and laws that are mishpatim, that supposedly are written in the Torah, and they counted 613. But I am telling you that he is talking only about the first 10. Okay? And this is what is so important to understand. Because these 10 words or 10 sayings are the basic for everything and behavior for all of us and humanity. Also, in this portion, the one that we saw last week and this week is going to bring Israel as something special. Last week called Israel as Am Segula, a people, the peculiar people, or very special people. We are also called the chosen people. You know, but we need to understand that the Creator, through Moshe Rabbeinu, is going to tell Israel, hey, hold your horses, like it would say. You know, don't start thinking that you're better than anybody else. Totally the contrary. You need to eat a little bit of your humble pie. You know, you need to be very careful, not be stuck up and thinking you are better than anybody else, or the reason that you were chosen is because you were better, bigger, more powerful, or more intelligent, or more capable, or anything like that. Totally the contrary. You were selected because you were not like that. Why? This is the very important outcome of this. It's because in this way, nobody can give the credit to you, Israel, but the credit needs to be given to me, say the Creator. And this is very important. Because with the time, we have been changing things. We have been transforming things. And of course, as human beings, we have a great capability to create religions. And every religion is going to tell you that my religion is better than the neighbor's religion, and I have more things, they are more strict, or we are more careful, or we are better than this and that. Even in Judaism, rabbinical Judaism, there are many sects or many groups. You know, and each one they differentiate the other for certain minutiae. And that minutiae they make it more important than the 10 words. To the point that they start fighting against these little things that they are not important and leave out the most important thing that the Creator wants for us, to live a decent and honest life, because that's what He wants, and to be an example to others. One of the things that in this portion He's going to tell Israel, and looks like that He's giving us those orders, and looks like that this Torah is conditional. If, you know, conditional. That means that if you don't do this, I'm going to punish you. If you don't do this, no. What he doesn't say that He's going to punish us. What He says is, if you do not follow this, you are going to suffer the consequences of your actions. You know, we have created religion in order to ourselves to become really free of guilt. And to try to pass the guilt to somebody else or to something. In other words, I have a God that I need to appease the God. You see? Because this God is with a finger pointing to me every time they do something wrong. Then I need to gain His good side. You know, when you are in a job but you have a boss, you know, and you don't want that your boss be ugly with you, what you try, you bring a little gift, you know, to make it nice. Or you, when you sit to your boss, hello, how you doing? You know, you had a good day. And they coming from vacation, how are your vacation? You enjoy it? You know, we're trying to gain His good side or her good side. And we treat our Creator in the same way. We think that we can fool Him. You know, and I say to people, if you believe in the Creator, the first thing that you need to understand is He knows more than you know. And He knows you better than you know yourself. Then, if you are thinking you are fooling Him, the only one that is being fooled is yourself. That is a basic. And here, Moshe Rabbeinu is telling his people about that. And he's telling about to live a decent life. And all those things that he has been given, the 10 Commandments, is to keep it. The question is, which of the 10 Commandments is more important? And that's the problem. Because there is no one more important than the other. Because you can be very good in one and very bad in the other and destroy everything. Then you need to keep it balanced. And to keep a balance, there needs to be a process for yourself that you need to start learning about how to make it right. And we start in this time of the year in which we are going to be talking over and over about the word teshuvah. You know? And sadly enough, the word teshuvah has become a theological word and has lost the essence of the reality of what it means. The essence is about returning. But returning to whom? Returning to the Creator, the one that He made you. To have a relationship with Him that you have been separating from Him. You know, many people say, oh, God has abandoned me. The Creator abandoned me. The All Almighty abandoned me. And I say to you, you are the one that is abandoning the Creator. The Creator will never abandon you. You know, here in this portion, in the Haftorah, Yeshayahu is going to talk about giving the divorce to Israel, but not because he wants to, but it's Israel who trying to divorce from the Creator because of their actions. Well, let's look at this in this portion in a way that we can apply this principle to our life. Not about to be religious, not to dwell in minutiae, but to major in majors, not to major in minors. No, to make it real clear. We have the mitzvot, the 10 Commandments. I told you last week that the two middle are the hinges. You know? Keep the Shabbat and honor your father and your mother. And the hinges is with the mitzvot, the commandment, the relationship with the Creator. And the other 5 rest are the mishpatim, the judgments. And then these 2 hukim, that are ordinances that doesn't have a really clear logic, but it's for us. It's for us to have a relationship with the Creator. And because we are a hinge, you know, to have a relationship with the Creator make us to have a relationship with our neighbors, with our friends. But if we don't have a relationship with our neighbors, how we can have a relationship with the Creator? Or vice versa. If we don't have a relationship with the Creator, how we can have a relationship with the neighbors? Then this is what I call a religious hypocrisy. And religious hypocrisy has been developed in every religion. It is how I look. I am more interested in the outlook than what is inside me. And I work very hard to look nice. And most of the religions are all emphasizing about the outlook. Everything, how you dress, how you look, how you walk, how you look, what you do, everything, how you talk, what you eat, everything is programmed. Appearances, that's what is important. What they do not care is about what is going inside themselves. I have been bringing to you from the beginning in this year about a process, they call it. You remember, I hope that all of you now know by memory, or at least because I repeated so many times that at least something is there. Emunah, what it means? Faith. You know? To have faith in the Creator. What is the second step for emunah? In order that emunah becomes a reality. Bitachon. What I mean bitachon? Trust. That means to put in action that faith that you say that you have. How many people say, oh, I have faith in God? And they think that is enough. You know? But it's not enough. You need to go the extra step to trust and do what He asks you to do. You know, you are only what I call an aficionado, a spectator. No, I like it always because of my background. I like to say, you know, in Spain and all the Latin American countries, in certain countries now, not in all, but there are certain countries that they have the bull fight, the bull, what do you call it, the circle where you go to see a bullfight. And you had the torero and the matador, and you had the toro. They say the matador is the bullfight, and or matador, the killer, and you had the bull. You know? And all of us, we are spectators. No, we sit down to look at this faena, they call it this act, and they start fighting against each other. And we applaud. We don't care who wins. If they kill the bullfighter, I say, oh, poor. If they kill the bull, I say, oh, poor bull. You know? Yeah, but then I finish gone. I had a wonderful time. But the truth of the matter is, we need to be in the center of this circle, of this arena, constantly, and we are constantly. You know, the name that the Creator gave it to the chosen people, it's interesting, the name, Israel. Israel. And really the meaning of this word means that we are going to have conflict with the Creator. We're going to be struggling with Him. Why? I talked to you, emunah, and then bitachon. What's the third word that I mentioned to you? Bechirah Hofshi. What it means, Bechirah Hofshi? Free will. And all of us, the greatest gift that the Creator gave it to us as human beings is the free will. Even many theologians, they don't want to accept that we have free will because we are conditioned and we are limited. But the truth of the matter, that is the greatest thing that differentiates us from the rest of the creation, from any animal. You know, we are responsible for what we do. We cannot throw our responsibility to somebody else, but this is what religion is going to do, to throw the responsibility to somebody else. Somebody else is going to pay for your faults, not you. Then, in order to close this beautiful idea, comes the final. That is, do you remember? The kavanah. Kavanah, what it means? The intention. And that is exactly what the Creator judges. Look at this. It doesn't judge you about how you dress, how you look, how good looking you are, or how you comb your hair, or what color is your hair or your eyes. What He is going to judge you is about your intention. And this is why Moshe Rabbeinu is so strong, telling the people of Israel, do not let yourselves be confused by other nations. In other words, do not assimilate yourself to other people. Don't be like the others. Don't be an imitator of the other nations. Totally the contrary. You are am segula. You are special. You are somebody different to the rest. But what is happening right now? In actuality, in our nation, in the world. And start with Israel. How many times I have been telling you that we have lost our identity as a unique and singular nation. The nation that was going to be Or Legoyim, that was going to be light to the world. Why? Because we do not want to be different to the other nations. Totally the contrary. We want to be, we want to be like the other nations. And being like the other nations, what are we doing? We are accepting their values. Instead of us being the people who will change the world because of giving us the Torah, is the world who is changing us, and the saddest part, that is changing the Torah. And we have accepted. You know why? How you hear this word? I am progressive. I am liberal. I am open-minded. Very, very interesting. Being progressive now means accept everything no matter what. And not only that, but accept the worst behavior that can exist in humanity, and that's okay. But if you tell them that that's not a good behavior, you are literally attacked, and they're trying to destroy you. And they tell you, what kind of humanity you have? You don't love the people. Oh, you are so religious. And you know what is the worst religion in the world? Humanism. Where they lift up and they put men in the top as their gods. We are gods. And we are living that time, that era. Now you can understand now Moshe Rabbeinu as a father trying to talk to his people, to his children, and say, please don't go with them. Don't go in bad companies. How many of us parents have suffered because our children, they have got involved with bad companies? How many of us we have suffered because our children, instead to have the right company, they are with a bad company. And what happens when they are with a bad company? They imitate them and they suffer the consequences. Can you imagine Moshe Rabbeinu, how he was suffering in his heart for his people? He knew that was going to happen. because the world is calling that way, it's very tempting. And they are going to tell you, it's okay, nothing happened to you. That is only for the old people. This is for the religious people. No. I just start telling you that I don't like religion. But what I talk and try to teach is about relationship. The hinge. If you don't have a relationship with the Creator, you cannot have a relationship with your neighbor. And you don't have a relationship with your neighbor, you cannot have a relationship with the Creator. Where are you? In which position do you feel that you are? Are you a strong believer and follower of the Creator, or you are a great imitator of the? Do you have a religion, or do you have a relationship? That's what you need to ask yourself, because I ask that question myself all the time. Because sometimes I can fall in the trap to become religious. Or sometimes I can fall in the trap that I am so liberal and open-minded that everything is okay. Yes, to take decisions and to take a position takes a lot of responsibility, a personal responsibility. Each one of us, we need to talk for ourselves. Don't let others talk for us. Don't let others talk for you. Be yourself. You know, repeat again, Psalm 139. We have been made in a marvelous way, individually made. There are no two of you in the world. Many people will say, thank God that there are not two of us here in this world. There's only one. But one thing that is important to understand, why there are not two. Because you are uniquely made, and you before the Creator, you are responsible for your actions. Question then again. Are you a follower, or are you a believer that really wants to have a relationship with the Creator? Do you follow gurus, or do you follow God? This is what Moshe Rabbeinu was saying. Be careful where you go. Be careful that we don't get involved with other people. You know, we the Jewish people, we have many occasions that we have suffered assimilation over and over again. And by the way, not because you dress in black with black hat and you have the peos and you have the talit longer and your sixes are longer than the fall in the floor, that means that you are different or you are unique. No. That is the uniform. And the Creator doesn't judge us by the uniform. I already told you, the Creator judges by the kavanah, the intention of our hearts. Then, where are you? Are you playing a role? I mentioned last week, sadly enough, right now it's very popular, the tattoos. The scripture talk very, very clear, don't do those things. People say, oh, it's a matter of interpretation. It's going, okay. But you know, God gave you a body, the most beautiful thing, and you destroy it. Okay? But now it's in. It's the in thing. Then you go to any place and you see beautiful people with tattoos from the neck down to the body in multiple colors. And you can observe the art. There's a lot of art. And you become an art piece of the museum. And what I would like to put you there in a museum in order that people see you. No? That's what the Creator wants for us. That's how He made us. But what happens if you do not have your own capability to think for yourself? That's what we call it Bechirah Hopshi, free will. Because free will brings something that we do not want to face. It's responsibility. You see, All the religions, they are going to teach you how to get out of your responsibility, how to make it easier. And then they change, like I was talking to you about the word teshuvah. You know, teshuvah means repentance. The only thing that you need to say, I'm sorry, I did it, mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa, in that moment. And then you finish saying mea culpa, you say, okay, you believe it. I keep doing the same thing. Then the next week, I do again, mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa. No? Yeah, and we play. We think we can play because the Creator doesn't see it. I say, you believe in God better, I don't know how big or how small is your God. My God is too big. He's the only one. There is no other one besides him. Blessed be his name. Then, in the practical way, the teshuvah means acknowledging about that we have gone astray and we need to come back. And coming back means to acknowledging that we're doing wrong and we need to make it right. Make it right is very important. That means to pay the consequences for our wrongdoings. You know, if you have robbed or steal, what do? You need to pay back what you robbed. And with interest in cases. And so on. There's a different thing that you need. There are certain things that you cannot pay back. But the Creator knows exactly how to do it. Because it is in your intention what is the secret of your relationship with the Creator. Now, when you're a religious person, you have the tendency to become fanatic. And the fanatics are worse than the other side. Because fanatics, they think they are the only one right, and they have the right to exterminate anybody else. They don't think like you. We have many religions like that. And by the way, all the religions have gone through that problem. That there are people in the religion, they are so fanatic that they think they need to eliminate the others. You know? If you study the history of religion, you're going to see that every religion has gone through that problem. And still today, there are religions that are still thinking in that way. But what is the reality? What Moshe Rabbeinu is asking today to be clear. He says here, true justice is to walk with the Creator, to help the orphan and the widow, and to help the immigrant, the foreigner. Why these three sectors are put in that way? In that, and we need to understand that not exactly, I only want to help the orphan, I only want to help the widow, and I only want to help the immigrant. No. He's giving these three examples to see what are the areas in which this group has a need. And that need is what are you trying to help. What is the orphan? Doesn't have father or mother, doesn't have any system to help them. What is the widow? Doesn't have a husband that will take care of her. What is the immigrant? Is somebody who comes to a different country and don't have any area of support. Anybody who is feeling in that situation needs our attention and protection. That's the reason in Judaism, we are the group of people that we do more than any other group in the world. We are a very small group. They say that we are no more than 15 million people in the world. And per capita, we give more than any other nation in the world. Even the richest nations in the world don't give as much as what the people of Israel, they do. Because it's part of our system. It's part of our nation. We have been, and my fear is that we are going to be inoculated by them. What I mean inoculated? You know what is a vaccine? How a vaccine works? They put to you in your body the same disease, but lesser or dead. And then our body forms antibodies. And then our body reacting to this vaccine create antibodies against the real disease. And then we destroy the disease. Many of us, we have been vaccinated against a relationship with the Creator. We have been inoculated with a vaccine called religion. And that vaccine has made us believe that now we are protected and we don't need it anymore because we have a religion. A relationship with the Creator is not about once a month, once a week. It's every day, every moment when we are here. And that's why Moshe Rabbeinu is asking his people, be careful, don't mix with others because they can take you to the ruin. Be smart and be responsible for your own acts. I hope that we can learn something here. And then, now I need to say to all of you, Shabbat Shalom.